I'm about to eat beef liver, tape my mouth shut, and let my watch control my every move. Why? Because I'm fast, but I want to be faster. And according to the world's best scientists and Olympians, this is the perfect running routine. Today I'm cramming every optimal habit into a single day to see if perfection actually makes you a better runner or if it just makes you miserable. In getting started, you might notice two things. One, it's cold. I'm back home in Kansas City over break and it's colder here, yada, yada, yada. But I'm cranking out a video because I told you guys that I would have a video out every single Sunday for the rest of the year, so book it, I will. And two, I'm hungry. I don't know how you guys would notice that, but I am. And that's because our first scientifically perfect habit comes from one of the most famous running scientists, Steve Magness. And what he says is that we need to deliberately embarrass our body by not eating before our runs. And the goal of that is to try to help improve your fat oxidation and the storage of your carbohydrates, basically teaching your body to be more efficient when you are actually fueled. But again, only practicing that with easy runs. Always fuel for intervals. I haven't had anything since dinner last night and it looks like people are starting to arrive, so I need to get going on this run. They don't know the optimal warm-up for this run. That's because the optimal warm-up for this run comes from Dr. Will O'Connor. And his whole thing is CNS priming, but it looks kind of stupid, so. You wanna do it with me? You wanna do it with me? Yeah. We're doing CNS priming.
I'll try it, yeah.
I don't know, I'm trying it too. Let's just start with A-skips, shall we?
Yeah.
Surely you know how to do A-skips, right?
I can do that. I think I do that. See, I'm definitely not gonna have the coordination for this. Oh, okay.
If you can't tell already, essentially what CNS priming is you're just trying to connect your brain with your muscles, movements that feel very coordinated, very rhythmic. Okay, I think I'm holding up the group. Let's go run.
Yeah, we're filming today on the run, we're focusing on one thing. Cadence. Cadence. Yeah, it's too cold to say my P's. Oh, there it is.
Fully performative, bro.
So,
Just run.
I don't know if you can see that.
Just run, dude.
Dude, the whole video today is building the perfect running schedule. Apparently the perfect cadence is 180. And I did a running analysis like a month ago, and my cadence was like 165. So,
Get that metronome.
well, so I set my watch to like
It goes
beat
too low.
if it's not between 170 and 180. I think that the purpose of me upping my cadence is to like reduce ground time, like the amount of time that my feet hit the ground, because your feet are on the ground for less time, there's less risk of injury. It's gonna be a process, but we're gonna get this cadence up over the next couple weeks. I hate the cold. I forgot how pretty it is here though in the fall. We got about half a mile left. I gotta say, I felt good so far today. What?
13?
Oh, I'm sticking to the routine, absolutely. Absolutely. I can't wait for the run to be over so we can start the next part. Oh, what am I drinking? It's Nesquik, and it's actually the scientifically optimal refuel. It's got this like perfect ratio, I guess, of protein to carbs, known as the 3-to-1. I guess that would be carbs to protein. 42 grams of carbs in here and 14 grams of protein, which when consumed together in the 3-to-1 ratio, carbohydrates and protein work in tandem to improve recovery outcomes better than either nutrient alone. Carbohydrate intake helps drive the protein into the muscles and increases insulin response, which aids the muscle repair process. That's the AI overview. And also, like, low-key, is this drip, chat? Like, is this kind of tough? I can't lie. I don't know. I think ever since I've been becoming like more of a runner, I've started to think that like running clothes are or actually drip, because come on now, it's kind of drippy. Why is it low key? It's it's just half tights and a little windbreaker. But anyway, this recovery method, my high school coach is actually the one who put me on, so shout out Optimal Refuel. While we're talking about optimizing things, let me tell you guys about some optimized gear from our sponsor today, Vuori. If we were gonna spend this much energy into perfecting our routine, we might as well have clothes that can keep up. All of Vuori's clothes are made to move. From this Stratotech tee to these core shorts, or even these Meta pants. They all look stylish, but are still beyond comfortable. Like here, feel this shirt. Feel it. It is literally the softest shirt I own. They're behind the camera, they can't feel the... Anyway, while we're on the topic of science, I should mention why these clothes are essential to the routine. It's this idea of enclothed cognition, a psychological concept that basically says how we dress is how we act. Oh, so like look good, feel good, run good. I say that before every race. Just like the running routine we are building, all Vuori clothing is made with intention from fit to fabric. And if you want to check it out, you can scan the QR code on the screen now or go to the top link in the description. Thank you to Vuori for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to it because it's finally time for me to caffeinate. What I haven't mentioned yet is that I've also kind of been following the Huberman Essentials for this routine, which isn't really a running specific thing, but is kind of widely renowned as the best morning essentials. Huberman is a Stanford professor, researcher, scientist, podcaster, all of the above, and what he says is the perfect morning routine is delay your caffeine, no caffeine for at least 90 minutes after waking up, exposure to sunlight instantly after waking up, and chug water, bonus with electrolytes. While I have the liquid motivation, I'm gonna go edit, and then it'll be time for lunch. Okay, so I have a problem that I don't think I've talked about publicly yet. So far this year, I've taken 2 blood tests, and in both of them, I've either been anemic or borderline anemic. Basically, when your red blood cells are too low, so your body's not bringing in enough oxygen, it's pretty debilitating for runners. But the most effective way to bring your red blood cells up is by supplementing iron. But you can also find it in foods. Specifically, it is the most potent, the most prevalent in beef liver. I guess the optimal diet for a runner consists of eating some of this stuff. Like most things that I do on this channel, I really have no clue how to cook beef liver, so I think I'm just gonna warm it up. I know you guys see that. That's why there's so much iron in it. It's bloody. What in the world am I cooking? Okay, for today's lunch, here's the spread. We got that pasta for carbs, beef liver for iron, and some pretzels for the sodium. Ultimate runner's plate right here. Oh my God, it's still bloody. You think that's fully cooked? All right, cheers. I don't like that. It's got such a weird texture and a really distinct flavor. Is that one of the intestines? It's liver, but is that the liver? I'm gonna be lucky if I finish this, to be honest, but if it makes me a faster runner, it's worth it. Okay, post lunch, it is now nap time because we have a natural energy crash at like 2 p.m. and it's already 2:30, so. Just gonna, you know. Oh, how did I end up down here? Oh, yeah. Remember how I said earlier that my running form could use some work? Well, in the professional running analysis that I did, they gave me 3 main things to work on: pronation, pelvic tilt, and a crossover running pattern. If you don't know what those 3 things mean, don't worry, I don't fully either. But what I know it means is that my running form is not optimal. And we're trying to be performative out here. We want to be as performative as possible. Type shit. So, we have 4 exercises that I'm gonna do daily starting today.
The first exercise is called short foot, and essentially it's a form of toe yoga where you try to shorten your toe as much as possible. Up next, we have side lying leg lifts, mostly focused on my left hip. Exercise number 3 is less of an exercise and more of a stretch. In fact, it's called the couch stretch. Basically, I'm gonna find a wall to elevate my back foot, squeeze my glute, pull my ribs down, stretch out that anterior hip flexor. And then lastly, exercise number 4, we're doing dead bugs. Make sure that we get that full range of motion front and back. And there we go. That's our prehab form fixing routine. I love running. I also love breathing, but there's some questionable science that says we shouldn't do both at the same time. I don't know. It's this idea called the Bohr effect, which is supposed to like regulate your CO2 output or something by taping your mouth shut, literally making air hunger while you run. I have a 4-mile double, so we're gonna give it a shot. No promises on whether we finish the run with it on, but there goes nothing. Hard to breathe. I can't do it anymore. I made it 0.3 of a mile, and I felt like I was being judged too much. Honestly, that was the worst part. Definitely not rocking with that method, especially not when it's cold, because my nose is already a little stuffy. Okay, I'm double the distance now, and funny enough, my heart rate has gone up since I took the mouth tape off. I'm chilling at like 150s now, which a little high for an easy run, but there's no going back, so. Still have the cadence sensor on, making sure I stay in that 170 to 180 range. I'm just gonna finish up this run. I don't have anything else to try. Okay, there's one more part of an ideal running day that we have to check off, and that's pretty obvious. Recovery. The most effective form of recovery is constantly up to debate in science, but one that has been proven time and time again, foam rolling. But this one's not effective if you don't know how to do it correctly. As many of you know, I used to want to be a PT, and that changed somewhat recently. I'll get to that in a sec. But I did do several hundred shadow hours, and one of the people that I shadowed taught me this. It's easier to demonstrate on my side. Roll really slowly, let it sink in, let your muscle relax. That is the most important part. Whew. But once you find a spot that hurts, just let it sink in as you move through a range of motion. With my rich history of injury, I think it kind of made sense that I wanted to be a PT. But one other thing that I've been obsessed with basically my whole life is creating videos. I had this friend move in across the street in first grade, so I was probably 6 years old when I made my first ever movie trailer. Oh, sorry, just letting it sink in. And so this videography content creation has been a passion of mine for a long time, and I thought that I would kick myself if I didn't go all in. So this last summer, I switched to a major that better supports my ability to create content and hopefully build a career that lasts off of this content. So if you want to help a college kid who just wants to be a full-time content creator, a full-time YouTuber, make sure that you guys subscribe so that it makes sense for me to keep making videos like this and I don't have to go get a job. With that being said, it's time to take our final lesson, our final perfect part of our running routine from YouTube's favorite doctor, Dr. Mike. It's starting to get later. If you think about science, Huberman would probably hate me with all this blue light around me. But Dr. Mike would say human first, doctor second. Today was perfect on paper, but I'm exhausted, I'm hungry for real food, and I miss my family. My grandparents just got here, they're coming over to prep for Thanksgiving, and I think it's important that I go spend time with them. So in cases like this, and in cases all throughout life, just remember that it's human first, runner second. You can have the perfect diet, the perfect routine, but the best routine is one you can actually stick to. So eat your liver, tape your mouth, get your cadence up, but just remember, at the end of the day, it is human first, runner second. Happy Thanksgiving.